Halloween is the perfect night to gather by the light of a lone candle, or to sit by the flickering flame of a log fire and conjure up creepy images of ghosties and ghoulies, long-leggedy beasties, and things that go bump in the night. Poetry can make an excellent mood setter for your ghostly gatherings, and you will find some really atmospheric and spooky poems to get your Halloween celebrations well and truly underway. There are poems about ghosts and witches, spirits and specters, dead men coming back to avenge themselves upon the living, and numerous other nefarious and creepy scenarios. Let the words of each of the poems enthrall you, and let their suggestions of mysterious forces lurking in the darkness around you awaken those long-suppressed primeval fears. So grab a witch's brew or pumpkin spice latte, because here we go.
This Place is Haunted by Richard Jones. In screaming woods and empty rooms, or gloomy vaults and sunken tombs, where monks and nuns in dust decay, and shadows dance at close of day, where the bat dips on the wing, and spectral choirs on breezes sing, where swords of ancient battles clash, and shimmering shades for freedom dash, where raging storms at midnight howl, and distant rolls of thunder growl, where the hounds of hell take flight, and ghost clouds race across the night, where silver webs of spiders weave, and star-crossed lovers take their leave, where curses lay the spirits low, and mortal footsteps fear to go, where death holds life in grim embrace, its lines etched on the sinner's face, where'er the march of time is flaunted, voices cry, this place is haunted.
Black trees, ghosts, and bumblebees. Lying on your bed, just like every other night, there is something that'd give grown men fright. There's a black figure stalking in the night, and it won't go away until dark turns to light. It's the very thing that we all give up breathing. It's the latest toy. It's a werewolf being. It's so scary, and it's breathing in the night. The creature jumps off and it takes to flight. You can scream all you want to, but that won't scare. Too small for a dragon, but too large for a bear. Leave your lights turned on and turn up your favorite song. Call in your parents, but they won't help you now. You've gone too far, so you can't get back out. It's not that silly monster in your closet, your aunt's picture in your heart-shaped locket. No old black magic or any trick of the mind. It pulls you in, and soon you're entwined.
My Next Door Neighbor is a Witch by Samia Valley. My next door neighbor is a witch, and she lives way down in a ditch. Her clothing is a little strange because she never wants to change. She has a black robe and a black hat, green skin and a smelly black cat. A big fat wart grows on her nose and 17 pimples on her toes. But her food is even worse because she eats it course by course. Her first course is 7 dead bats laid on top of 7 rats. Then she has 20 flies with lots and lots of llama eyes. Her main course is a horrible soup because it's made with doggy poop. But worst of all is her dessert. It's little children rolled in dirt. Last night she had a witch's feast and turned into a greedy beast. I think she cooked my best friend Sue and ate her a spider-cobwebbed stew.
The Ghost by Richard Jones. I live in a house with no windows. A black curtain hangs on my door. The voices of conscience torment me. I live in a room with no floor. There's dirt in the corner I can't see. There's water that runs down the wall. There are mice in the attic above me, and rats playing games in the hall. I live in a house with no windows, and sleep in a room with no heat. The darkness of life that surrounds me keeps out the sounds of the street. I wake when the shadows have fallen, and walk when the memories cease, when purpose in life has no meaning, and only the wicked find peace. Each night you sense that I'm by you. You feel my breath as you sleep. You hear the faint creak of the floorboards as out from the shadows I creep. I live in a house with no windows. I live in a house that's now yours. It's my voice you think that you're hearing, for I died in this room with no doors.
The Scarecrow by Romana M. At the back of the ranch is where the Scarecrow stays. He watches over night and day, a place of shade while the sun disperses its merciless rays, a witness to everything beyond its gaze, animals scurrying, big and small, holes through where insects crawl, towering trees while their leaves fall. The Scarecrow's hay eyes watch over all. Joy echoes through the grass-filled plains. An obscurity seems to remain. Impurity fills the ocean, land and air. Yet everyone continues without a care. Trees and animals start to wear. The world unveils under the Scarecrow's stare. Animals fleeing and plants die. Fires spread while animals lie. Trails of black while birds fly. Nothing is missed by the Scarecrow's eye. The earth decays, but nothing is missed by the Scarecrow.
Songs of the Witches by Macbeth, William Shakespeare.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed thrice, and once the hedge pig whined. Harpier cries it's time, round about the cauldron go. In the poisoned entrails throw, toad, that under cold stone. Days and nights has 31, sweltered venom sleeping got. Boil thou first, I the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, fillet of a fenny snake. In the cauldron boil and bake, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blind worm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing, for a charm of powerful trouble. Like a hell broth boil and bubble, double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble, cool it with a baboon's blood. Then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
Haunted Houses by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. All houses wherein men have lived and died are haunted houses. Through the open doors, the harmless phantoms on their errands glide. With feet that make no sound upon the floors, we meet them at the doorway, on the stair. Along the passages, they come and go, impalpable impressions on the air, a sense of something moving to and fro. There are more guests at table than the hosts. Invited, the illuminated hall is thronged with quiet, inoffensive ghosts. as silent as the pictures on the wall. The stranger at my fireside cannot see the forms I see, nor hear the sounds I hear. He but perceives what is, while unto me all that has been is visible and clear. We have no title deeds to house or lands, owners and occupants of earlier dates. From graves, forgotten stretch their dusty hands, and hold in mortmain still their old estates. The spirit world, around this world of sense, floats like an atmosphere, and everywhere wafts through these earthly mists and vapors dense, a vital breath of more ethereal air. Our little lives are kept in equipoise by opposite attractions and desires, the struggle of the instinct that enjoys, and the more noble instinct that aspires. These perturbations, this perpetual jar of earthly wants and aspirations high, come from the influence of an unseen star, an undiscovered planet in our sky. And as the moon from some dark gate of cloud throws o'er the sea a floating bridge of light, across whose trembling planks our fancies crowd, into the realm of mystery and night, so, from the world of the spirits, there descends a bridge of light connecting it with this, o'er whose unsteady floor that sways and bends, wander our thoughts above the dark abyss.
Mary's Ghost by Thomas Hood. 'Twas in the middle of the night, to sleep young William tried, when Mary's ghost came stealing in and stood at his bedside. O William dear, O William dear, my rest eternal ceases. Alas, my everlasting peace is broken into pieces. I thought the last of all my cares would end with my last minute, but though I went to my long home, I didn't stay long in it. The body snatchers, they have come and made a snatch at me. It's very hard, them kind of men won't let a body be. You thought that I was buried deep, quite decent-like and cherry, but from her grave in Marybone they've come and boned your Mary. The arm that used to take your arm is took to Dr. Weiss, and both my legs are gone to walk. The hospital at Guy's. I vowed that you should have my hand, but fate gives us denial. You'll find it there at Dr. Bell's, in spirits and a phial. As for my feet, the little feet you used to call so pretty, there's one I know in Bedford Row, the t'other's in the city. I can't tell where my head is gone, but Dr. Carpew can. As for my trunk, it's all packed up. To go by Pickford's van, I wish you'd go to Mr. P and save me such a ride. I don't half like the outside place. They've took for my inside. The cock it crows. I must be gone. My William, we must part. But I'll be yours in death, although Sir Astley has my heart. Don't go to weep upon my grave, and think that there I be. They haven't left an atom there of my anatomy.
The Spider and the Fly by Mary Howitt. Will you walk into my parlor? Said the spider to the fly. 'Tis the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many curious things to show when you are there. Oh no, no, said the little fly, to ask me is in vain. For who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again.
The evening draws near, as the shadows begin their creepy dance among the trees and the tombstones. It is urgent for my departure. Thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. Please like and subscribe to my content. Many creepy blessings to the rest of your day.